What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode of Ludus, we are looking at Lich. So, let me pull this up here real quick because I'm slow. About a month ago, we had a big patch. I went and read it out to everybody. I made a video about it. And, yeah, I've been kind of working my way through all the cards that got buffed in that section. And, oddly enough, falling on Lich. I enjoy Lich. I enjoy his combination moves. And I'll explain one way to break him very, very soon. Just let me get through this portion right here. So the changes to Lich, the amount of damage dealt by Lich's ability at merge levels 3 and 4 is up by 15%. His amount of damage dealt by his ability when he becomes supered is 5%. The strength of his ability's explosion effect at super is up by 15%. And the buff applied by his passive ability is upgraded, or is increased by 100%. So it was at 1%, now it's at 2%. So how this reads is we shoot all enemies on a straight line, dealing 743,000 damage. The last enemy explodes, dealing 541,000 damage to nearby enemies. Buff his ability by 2% for each dead unit on the battlefield. So this says buff for each dead unit on the battlefield. That applies to the Legion of Darkness faction, because they're all considered dead units. I am assuming this because that's how it's been working in the past. If that is truly indeed the case, then that means Astral Heroes apply to that as well. The reason I bring all of this up is we have a new perk out called Unity. I do not own Unity because I do not have Chief, but for those who have Chief, I want to point this into perspective because this looks like a lot of fun for you people. Increase damage by 10% for each same faction hero in the deck, including themselves. That's 10%, and that 10% increases with each level here. You get max bonus for all same faction allies as well with that, once you increase that. Lich, combined with Tony, combined with Pirate Queen, combined with Muerta, with her skeletons, and Pumpkin Jack, all of which are Legion of Darkness because Astrals are Omni-factional. That makes for a very disgusting Lich. And I believe Lich needs his time to shine. He gets 3 diamonds, so you can do Unity, High Explosives, and Ricochet. So that way he has become your ultimate, okay? I highly recommend this. This is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's beautiful. So, how we're going to set this up today is we have Pumpkin Jack. Pumpkin Jack is going to be rocking the Lightning Reflexes perk and Ray of Light for that healing. Muerta is going to be rocking Incendiary Landmine, Tech Golem Armor Plating, and Deadly Swamp. She is going to be our damage dealer while maintaining a little bit of her health from the shield. PQ, or Pirate Queen, is going to have Onslaught and Eldritch Horror. We want her to do the damage, but we also want her on the other side to be able to do a lot more damage before she drops that ship. Iron Tony. We're going with Lightning Reactor, Aqua Vitae, and Sharknado. And Lich, High Explosions, and Ricochet. Unity, once I get money and get Chief. But right now, I'm broke. So eventually I'll get Chief. Eventually I'll have Unity. And eventually I will be breaking Unity. I put Unity in the same boat as Fortification. They are very extremely useful and handy. However, if they are not a part of your deck, it's not exactly going to slit your wrist. You know what I mean? So there is certain perks that are required on a lineup, such as Landmine. Landmine is required on a lineup. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Lightning Reactor can give or take, but a shield perk is 99% of the time what needs to be on there. And what we're going to do is actually remove armor plating and we're put on Bulwark. I like that a lot better. I like Bulwark better. Bulwark, Tech Golem Armor Plating, or Shield of Faith, those are required in a lineup. Sharknado, after a certain level, I view as required for a lineup because it drains energy. Let's see, what else here? Oh, Onslaught, Lightning Reflexes, stuff like that. Those are required. Whereas Fortification and Unity, I feel, can slip in where they need to. So, with all of that said, rambling over and done with, let's get into our 3 fights and see how well this Omni-factional Legion of Darkness deck goes. Okay, Casey is our first challenger. Guess what? Guess what time it is? Bang! Fuck you, Casey, and your multiple red perks against my what would not win lineup. Yep. Okay, let's try this again. All right, Y is the next challenger that we are gonna say bye to, because this is turning into bullshit. Okay, Sync. Jeez, I cannot win for fucking losing here. Are you goddamn kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck it. We're fighting this one. Fuck it. The reason I'm so upset, and I'm sorry for using so much obscene language at this point, is I've tried already recording a video, and I did I tried 6 different fights. I only got to fight 2 of those fights, and I still lost the second fight because I was just tired of conceding. The rest of the time I had to freaking concede because it was all red perks. I'm getting sick and fucking tired. Excuse my language. I am so sorry, but this is frustrating me. I am sick and fucking tired of getting on this game and trying to play and trying to make videos and cannot make a fucking video or play the fucking game because I'm too busy fighting opponents that are overpowered, and they're bots. It's bots. It's not real people, it's bots. So either fix the fucking bots or lose the game. Like, this is ridiculous. Rant over. Okay, let's get into this. We have a pretty good setup now going into turn 3 or round 3. We've lost 2 hearts, but we can come back from this. We have our landmine set. We have our Pumpkin Jack, Pirate Queen, and now Tony at tier level 3. We'll leave this as such and just go ham. He does have a super, but that's okay. We're gonna rip apart the super if we can. It does not look like we can. Looks like we're gonna lose. That's okay. We'll go on to round number 4. Round 3 defeat. Round number 4 start. Let's go with the regen, because why not? I'm not tilted today. And boo. Okay, now here comes the thing. Let's put our landmine tap dead center. That's the smart play. Smart play is tap dead center. Okay, and then boop. Finally, Pirate Queen goes super. The last couple of video recording attempts, I didn't feel like she was ever gonna get supered. All right, landmine's doing its job. Landmine took out the opposition for us. Muerta's bringing out those skeletons. Way to go, PQ. PQ and Muerta hold the line, because their love isn't always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Feeling the shifting of the tide here. Probably should have kept Lich down there so he can get a whole bunch of prowess upgrade bonuses, but I didn't. I'm tilted right now. Even though we've turned this fight around and now we're getting close to even on hearts, I am severely tilted about how many trophies I have just lost. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've lost over 100 trophies right now within just trying to record today. That makes me very frustrated. But rant is supposed to be over. We have Pumpkin Jack, Pirate Queen, Iron Tony, and Muerta all supered. We're waiting on Lich. We're waiting for the man of the hour to show his supered presence so that way we can see if he wipes boards clean. Look at this team go. I swear, I love the Astrals. I love the Astrals with Muerta so much. Alrighty, Rusev. And there's another Super Muerta. We win this just off the fact we've got 2 landmines primed and ready to go. Like, it doesn't even matter where the rest of this stuff's going to go, because those landmines are what's going to save this for us. However, oh, his Griffin looks like his Griffin wants to play. His Griffin wants to play. And his Griffin's going to play. Holy crap, but our Muerta is going to stand strong. Oh, no. It's those red perks coming into play, man. Yeah, it's those red perks fucking coming into play. Coming back to life, trying to shit in my cereal. Rude. We're gonna drop the Tony. We need more damage. We don't need more healing. So this just worked out well for us. What's here? What's here? What's here? Okay. I was just checking to make sure there's no landmines. Because this does kind of need to go down this route. Okay, we're gonna drop the... Oh, we're gonna keep that Lich up. Let's go. Alright, let's see if the Lich plan works. That's a pretty good amount of damage, too. Oh my god, that is a great amount of damage. I watched it pop up for a brief second, but see the difference between the last fight and this one? How many are surviving? Like, that's just from Lich going super. That's insane. He one-shotted a lot of cards. Like, a lot. Drop this Muerta. Let's drop this PQ, or this Pumpkin Jack. Drop Pumpkin Jack and that. There we go. And then boom goes the dynamite. Alright. This should be over. Like, yeah. Oh, we've got you tenfold. Once Lich came online for that super, he wiped out a lot of cards in one shot. That's pretty insane. Lich, I swear, is an underdog. Let's see what the damage does. 3.9 million. Never mind, I was misled. I was misled bad. But he did 9.2 million on his super. He's only super for what, 2 rounds? So looking at 4.6 million average. Nah, that wasn't as great. But look at the other guys. Look at Tony. You got Tony at 27.4 million, healing for 130, or he had 132 million health, I guess. Took that much? I don't know. I can't read these. I think he healed. Oh, okay, there we go. Damage received, HP restored. I didn't know about this, by the way. I didn't know about this. Damage dealt with attacks, abilities, damage received. So him and PQ ate up a lot of damage. But he healed for almost 100 million. That's pretty sick. Oh, and then you look at Pumpkin Jack over here, 54.2 million on his healing. That's pretty sick. All right, well, let's go into fight number 2. All right, Mild Hurt is our victim. I say victim because this is an easy win off of the insurmountable odds we have been facing. So this is generally how it goes. Is I lose anywhere between 100 to 160 trophies. Okay, that's no exaggeration. It's 100 to 160 trophies. Then I get anywhere between, I want to say probably about 60 to 90% of those trophies back. And then I get kicked down the fucking ladder again. However, there are certain occasions where I get super lucky and I wind up on a server that is full of easy bots, which it is possible to do it. And I have explained this a couple of times before, but I will do it one more time in the middle of this video as we're fighting this super easy bot. What you want to do is if you've been in the situation where you've lost probably 4, let's say 5 times in a row, okay? And you've lost a considerable amount of trophies. Change up the server. Force close out the game, open up a new one, hop in. If you hop in and the fight is super, super difficult, where it's like max red perks and stuff like that, immediately concede, force close, and restart again. You're going to want to do this until you run into at least 2 easy fights in a row, 3 easy fights in a row, and then stick with that server. I promise you. You'll run into a few hard fights, like those are kind of a given that they are going to happen. Those hard fights do occur. However, they're more few and far between if you find the right server. People may tell me I'm wrong. It may not work for certain people, but I know for a fact it's worked for me. That's the reason why I've gotten up as high as I've gotten on trophies. It's not because I'm sitting here being amazing and grinding all the time. It's from the simple fact of I found easy servers and I tried jumping up as high as I could within those easy servers. So, like Mild Hurt right here. I've fought many people like Mild Hurt off of these servers. So, something to consider. Especially if you're in the same boat as me and you're getting really, really ticked off with this matchmaking bullshit. Which I think a lot of people are. I'm personally getting really sick and tired of it. So I would rather fight people for 15, 20 minutes of fight. 15 to 20 minutes of fight, as long as it was a fair fight. So, all right, Mild Hurt, thank you so much for the trophies. We're going to go on to fight number 3 and see what we can come up with. I'm still enjoying Lich. Let's look at the stats real quick. Still enjoying Lich. 2.2 million, same amount of attack damage as Iron Tony over here. But he didn't get anywhere near supered, so ability damage didn't come in because he didn't get that high up. But Pirate Queen carried it for us. All right, fight number 3. All right, Rafa is our next opponent. This is a fight I can live with. I can live with this. Because win, lose, or draw, I'm at least playing somewhat fairly here. 1, 2, and 3. So we have Scorched Earth, which is going to be a problem. So we just need to stick to the front 2 rows. Not an issue, something I've really actually had to look at there. But see, like a fight like this, I consider to be a fair fight. I'm not overwhelmed by the added 100 or max level 100 bullshit. There's still a chance for me to win. Like that's okay to me. But when you see nothing but a lineup of reds, you know for a fact you're not winning. You know for a fact you're not even gonna stand a fucking chance. But this one I feel like I stand a chance. Alright. Play across here. Okay, we're doing a lot better. We got our tier 3s ready to go. We do have a couple of perks active, so that's great. We have more than a couple of perks active, thanks to the faction buff of the week. Which, if none of you have noted or figured it out yet, is the buff faction thing for the week. Basically, the faction members show up with 3 extra prowess. Cuts off a lot of nonsense. Alright, we're supering these out. We're going to win this quickly. So, if you're ever in this position where you're fighting another opponent that has a few red perks that are a little bit higher than you want to go for speed. You want to get your supers positioned and out as soon as possible. You don't want to dick around too much with stalling. A lot of the times I do that is I will hold on to a couple of tier 3s just to, I guess the way you look at it in poker, double down, split the pot. So what I normally do is I hold on to a couple of tier 3s, so that way I can make 2 supers off of those tier 3s. But when you fight against someone who has more red perks than you do, or higher perks than you do, I should say, then it's best just to go ham and start merging, get your shit together, get it out as quickly as possible. But make sure your positions are where you want them. Like right here, my positioning is the Pumpkin Jack is set up for the Ray of Light to hit over into Pumpkin Queen, or Pirate Queen. Tony is in front of them for his Aqua Vitae to go off because he's going to get it triggered before they go. Like certain things like that. Now the fight's going to get real because the reds are supered. But we took everything out before that, so that's good. Okay, Griffin is holding on firm, but he is not unstoppable. We have taken him down. Beautiful. Only lost 1 heart in this conflict. So this tells me now that this deck is actually good. So when you fight the cheap easy decks, it's kind of hard to figure out whether or not your deck build's good. We're going to drop that PQ because we really don't need her right now. We're going to put that Pumpkin Jack there. We're going to start we're not even having to drop that many. I was dropping Liches to get to the Iron Tony, but now that we got Iron Tony, we're done. They're finished. There is no coming back now. Tony's just going to eat up the damage, and then he's just going to heal everything back up. Plus Ray of Light from Pumpkin Jack. Really good. Awesome. Awesome. So that actually worked out in our favor. 59.2 million damage to their 40.9 million. Really, I think we went off way too fast. I think we went off fast enough that we put them down quickly. but we're seeing the damage down here at 12.2 million. I really don't like going to this screen anymore. It's not because of the information it gives. It's solely because I know the reason why we won these things, but the numbers just don't reflect it. So we won off of the healing, obviously. We won off of getting out there quickly than they were, getting super, getting everything going. And yeah, so I can't remember if this is fight number 2 or fight number 3. So we're going to go on to fight number 3, possibly number 4. All right, it's Behemoth. We're going to fight this. Yeah. Okay. I just had to get myself ready to go here. We're going to fight this, even though we're unhappy about it. So we have to deal with impervious to damage pet golem for a minute. Ooh. Go with Pumpkin Jack's attacks because he does have lightning reflexes, so that does bode well there. Okay. We don't have an impervious. We have an impervious griffin, not an impervious tech golem, so that's good to know. This is one of those moments where I really wish I had Kitsune on the team, so that way she could kind of stall out the griffin a little bit. But that's okay. We're still going to be just fine. We just have to maintain our momentum right like that. That's the reason why I love Sharknado. That tornado kept going with them and kept draining out just enough of Griffin's ability damage or ability generation to where he couldn't jump. And that's the reason why I believe Sharknado is required on the team. Plus, if you get it to level 100, you're stunning them in corners. And that's always fun. Okay, now we're getting way better positioning than what we had before. So this is awesome. This is going very well. We have our super. Love this buff week. I'm just saying. Okay, so we got Dink, Dink. Oh, you almost caught me, motherfucker. You almost caught me. I almost made a play mistake. I almost forgot Scorched Earth was not, or is red. So need to keep everything off the third, or keep all supers off the third row. Almost caught me slipping. Destroy 3 rocks because we can. Okay, so let's go here, and here, and so we go here, here, and then here. Putting Lich to the side, but still keeping him in the action. The Muerta is going to be a little bit difficult on trying to get level prowess levels on, just because of her positioning right now. But I think we're going to be okay. They're basically no supered yet going into round 4. Or yeah, this is round 4. Going into round 5, there is no super. So we do have a chance here. All right, so trying to see here. Go here, and go here. Let's spread out that love. Now we got double landmine going. So now we have Muerta exactly where we want Muerta, which is right here to deal this much damage. So we're going to hit go and either win or lose this one. It doesn't really matter. We're looking either way. Sorry for my phone going off. We're looking at it either way. If we lose, we get that extra body, which we lost, so we get an extra body. Had we won, we would have been one step closer to actually winning the fight. We're going to go with poison because we need that extra damage done. And then we have our Muerta going supered. Perfect. We're going to bring Iron Tony up to this corner so we can start flanking. We're going to keep Pumpkin Jack where he's at. That's allowing Ray of Light to hit both Iron Tonys. So good. Drop this pumpkin. There we go. Okay. By the end of this, we're going to need 2 Iron Tonys. We're going to need that amount of healing. For this to work, we're going to need that. And that's where we're sitting. But we are going to drop that Griffin. No, he came back to fucking life. God damn it. I hate Onslaught. All right. All right. It's time to duel. All right. So we have our other Super Tony. For this to work, it's doing what it needs to. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. I understand that he's on the third row and there's Scorched Earth. We're going to hope for Lich to go be right here. But we can't bypass all of that, or pass up all of that prowess that we just dropped on Lich. Okay, so we got 2 Iron Tonys rocking that Aqua Vitae. That Aqua Vitae is triggering like crazy. Look at that health bar, just bouncing back and forth. It is going. Oh, it is telling a tale. Not gonna kill me, not gonna kill me. Oh, not gonna kill me. Yes, no, yes, no. Oh, wow. Those health bars can really tell a story. Just seeing how much is actually going on. So we're going to add 6 battle prowess to the hero with the lowest battle prowess, and it's going to be Lich. Yep. There's our Lich on the second row. Perfect. We're going to start dropping Tony, see if we can get 2 more Liches. Oh, we're almost there. Let's drop the Muerta. And there's our last Lich. Perfection. He goes on the second row. There's that. Boom. Mic drop. Oh, he was underneath the landmine. That's okay. Oh no. Are we losing? Are we losing? Are we oh my god, double griffins. That's not good. That's okay. This I will accept this loss given the other losses that have happened today. I've had to concede to bullshit that I should not have had to concede to. And yeah, now we're going to lose valiantly. We are losing valiantly, not only because I'm stupid and put Lich underneath a freaking landmine, but also because we did try our best with everything across here. He does have 4 red perks, so we have to put that in consideration. I would label this deck actually good. Now, that said, Lich going to level 13 for the 3 diamonds plus the Unity probably will work a whole hell of a lot better. But hey, I'm okay with this loss. We fought back so hard. They were 800% might higher than us. Like, I accept this. I accept this big time. But like I was saying, if PQ's diamond. Oh no. And then he's diamond. That means Pumpkin Jack's diamond. Oh no. Okay, so given the knowledge that we have here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 diamonds in this build. There are 6 diamonds available. So, how I would rock this out is if everything across here was level 13, I would do Onslaught and Sharknado on Pirate Queen. Okay, with Eldritch, I would keep the Eldritch Horror here. Or go Fortification. Fortification or Eldritch Horror, whichever way you're feeling, whichever way you're leaning, whichever perk you like more. That's how I would do that. Onslaught, Sharknado. For Jack, I would do... Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what I would do for Jack. Let's figure out the other ones first. Okay, so we have Sharknado. Sharknado and Onslaught would be on Pirate Queen. I would put Pyromaniac onto here, and then I would switch out Lightning Reactor for Shield of Faith. So that way you're getting multiple shields from Tony. As Tony gets a shield when combat starts, he also gets a shield upon his ability trigger. Plus Shield of Faith will give another, so that's 3 shields right there for Pyromaniac to trigger off of. So that would be good there. So you have PQ, Iron Tony. Well, and I guess for Lich, I forgot it's 3 across the board. It would be the bottom 3. Unity, Ricochet, High Explosives. Pumpkin Jack wouldn't get a diamond perk. That's where I would land with this. Or I would switch out Pumpkin Jack for... What would I switch him out for? Let's go and check real quick. I'm making this video a little bit longer, but I'm hoping I'm giving someone inspiration here. Something without a diamond. I would most likely do Evil Eye. If it was me personally, I would do Evil Eye. I would throw Fortification onto Pirate Queen, Eldritch Horror onto Evil Eye, along with... No, that's a lie. I would do Eldritch Horror, Fortification, Landmine on Evil Eye. I would put Hocus Pocus and Loot on Muerta instead of Landmine. And then I would do Soul Harvest onto Pirate Queen. So, hopefully I can get to that one day and show that off. Hopefully somebody hears this, gets inspiration, and can tell me whether or not it's good. And with all that said, I'm going to leave you the same way I always do. Life can be fun if you allow it to be. We'll see you next time.